that Attorney General Barr has recognized in terms of defending civil liberties. Every single one of us wants to protect public health, and we're all anxious to grow our economy and get it back. But we all swore that same oath I swore in the Army to support and defend our Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. So we take that very seriously, and the civil liberties that have been infringed upon, the sense of freedom and the sense of identity as Americans that's under attack in this era. Having the Department of Justice say we are going to defend freedom and lead that example is a big deal. And as we confront all these ideas on how to deal with safety, it's important to remember that even the Patriot Act expansion, it was just temporary. It was supposed to expire. And a lot of those same sense of urgency that came in after 9/11 led to the expansion of the FISA and the Patriot Act and the way it was used against many people and very publicly against you was really just to keep us safe, just for now. But we still haven't really been able to reform FISA. We still have a chance to do that. But the temptation is always, but just to keep us safe. And thanks for the things you're doing and the leadership you're doing, leading by example, and it's an honor to be part of it. Thank you.
We would have experienced the biggest shock in the history of the world, just about, short of perhaps going forward, and recovered quickly. And I think that if we did that, so it's going to be because the economy was so strong in January that people have been able to withstand this, and because the policies that you all worked together to adopt built the bridge to the other shore.
We'll see. We should have been here this week. The Senate was here in Washington, D.C., but...
What is she doing and where is she? What's going on?
I actually think that she's just trying to consolidate more power in her own gavel. She likes the feeling of that gavel in her hand. She knows that the grip is being loosened, and come January of 2021, she's going to have to hand it over to Kevin McCarthy. And in the meantime, she is trying to consolidate as much power as she can. And when she brings her House Democrats to Washington, and there's a process where we're able to participate in crafting legislation, she won't be able to dictate as much of her obstructionist radical agenda that appeases an enraged liberal base that put that gavel in her hands in the first place. Many of us here in this room were with you on the beaches of Normandy, and we're honored to be back here today to be with you on VE Day. And not just as a member of Congress, but also as an Army veteran, I want to thank you for all of your support for our military. And in so many ways, our military was weakened before you got into office. And we saw troop strength reaching levels that were pre-World War II levels. It wasn't just in troop strength, but it also was with our equipment. And whether it's support of the military, preparing our troops to win, understanding that you don't send our troops into battle unless they're sent to win. You send them to win, you don't send them at all, and you know that. And you've been following these principles of understanding our enemies don't respect weakness, they only respect strength. And as someone who's still in the Army Reserves, and knowing right now that we have men and women abroad, they can feel when they go to sleep at night, their parents can feel good when they go to sleep at night knowing that you have their back. And our greatest generation that fought for our freedoms and liberties 75 years ago, they fought for that flag and our Constitution and made this conversation today possible. I saw them when they were with you in Normandy. Those veterans calling out to you from that backdrop like they were 18 or 19 years old again. They just wanted a moment to share with their president, just to get a thumbs up back. They were little kids, even though they saved the world. And I want to thank you not just for setting up our military for success, but taking care of our veterans. Because when they come home, they should be treated with the love, dignity, and respect they deserve on behalf of a very grateful nation. As a New Yorker, I want to say thank you for what was a phenomenal effort to deliver for us during this coronavirus outbreak. Between Suffolk and Nassau County, we've had well over, as of right now, over 70,000 positive cases of coronavirus.